Well, hello everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Nisi. I'm a spiritual reader from out of Atlanta, Georgia. So today I'm going to do something a little bit different than I usually do with my readings. Instead of me doing celebrity reading, I'm going to do a reading on a young man named Nolan Xavier Wells. He was found dead off the coast of Mississippi, and he was celebrating the 4th of July with some friends, but ended up splitting up, and he was seen with a young lady named Katie McCormick. So this is just a story of a young man that there's been like news broadcast. And I usually don't do this type of readings, but I'm definitely going to touch on it because I see a lot of, people online giving their opinions without facts first. So before I do get into this reading, just going to let you guys know this video is for entertainment purpose only. I do not know these people. Just understand this is for entertainment and allege. And everything I speak on is alleged. Okay? So let's get into it. So this young man was just hanging out with some friends, enjoying the 4th. They end up splitting up, his friends, and he never came back with his friends. So nobody know what happened. But what I'm about to do is get into that energy. Well, the energy was, what was the energy? Because Nolan Xavier Wells is no longer with us. Okay? I feel so sorry for his parents. May God bless them. They have my condolences. So let's get into that energy. So let's see, what was the energy, spirit, around Nolan Xavier Wells? What was the energy, spirit? What was the energy? I don't usually do this. So this is the first, because I usually only do readings for on celebrities. But I'm going to do something different. What was the energy on Nolan Xavier Wells? What was the energy? The cards up. We're gonna speak into what he was celebrating with his friends. Never came back with his friends. So people have questions. This reading may go on a little longer than usual, but we'll see. I don't like to rush these. Well, this case, I don't like to rush this reading because we want to know something. And no, I do not go into the energy of the deceased. Even though I have the gift, I just chose not to. Okay? Just want to make that clear. One more shuffle. Here's the energy. What was the energy? What was the energy around him? Nolan Xavier. Oh. just gonna give you how I see it, and I'll go into all right. Let's start off with, when I say I just know this is not something that I wasn't expecting, but I'm going to just give you a reading the way I see it. Again, this is for entertainment purpose and alleged. I do not know these people. Just understand, this is for entertainment purpose only and alleged. I have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Start off with my first 3 cards. The 4 Cups in reverse. And the Knight of Wands upright. Now, so the energy, the past, I would say. I seen somebody with, with the Ace of Cups. I feel like there were, something was being blocked over somebody's feelings, and they just didn't really feel joy. I don't know. There were a time where it was something there, but it totally changed. So it could be with a loved one, with someone. All right. I have the 4 of Cups in reverse. This talk about retreating and like just want to separate, and just feel like you wanted to This is a sudden awareness, or just starting to peep something that was going on and finally accepted it. And it felt like with the energy that was around him, it felt like he saw something and he thought maybe he wanted to make a decision. That's what I'm getting. Chose to make a decision. Okay? Over the Ace of Cups. Okay? Something to do with wanting to, don't feel like I don't have that feeling no more. I got a Knight of Wands upright. And this is what a person who just wants to take action, but still show passion, want to keep it as something passion. Now, this was the energy. This was the energy around him. Okay, I'm just gonna keep pushing that. Also, I have the 6 of Swords in reverse, but it's something to do with can't move on from that, because it's something that where it was just very things that it was personal issues or personal decisions, and it was just like it was not completed because they can't walk away from it, because it's the Lovers I have in reverse, where things, someone was a fear of I feel like things wasn't right. I feel like this was something to do with a person that he was possibly, this was the energy. I'm going to keep saying that. I don't want to speak on something that I don't know, but the energy giving me, the energy that the past, where maybe someone that he were the last one that he possibly met up with, they might have had their differences. And I got a 10 of Cups in reverse. And this talk about things just went down the wrong hill. They just disconnected. I just think there was a lot of emotional happening around this young man, and it just got a little conflicted. I did get the Death card in reverse, and this is it's Lord have mercy, the Death card in reverse. This talking about someone had been feared of that change, what was gonna happen, what was coming. And it didn't happen fast, which I got the 801s upright. This talk about it. It just seemed like it happened so quickly, and it wasn't not something. Whoever was around him, I'm gonna get to it. Whoever was around him didn't think before they made a decision. So right now, let's just say there was no foul play, right? I'm just giving it like, I'm gonna look at this as someone feeling depressed about their feelings. I'm gonna move forward. I have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh. Somebody had to feel like it was like it's just giving me, I want to be single, but I just feel like I can't because of a lot of strain, like a lot of emotions, differences. Got the 4 wands in reverse. This is like just feeling like it was a conflict with someone. I'm just giving you the energy again on what was the energy. I'm gonna keep saying that. I felt like maybe he just, if he was, it was a lot of emotion. So either on the 4th, he was supposed to be celebrating with his friends. There was some conflicts. So I can say this. There was some differences between friends. And he decided he wanted to make his way to exit, possibly. But that could be the issue. They was supposed to be having fun. Or maybe something was going on in his mind that he needed to go take a walk. But he was with, they say, the last time he was seen with someone else, which is the young lady named Katie McCormick. All right? I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna tell you guys what I see. Ooh. So, 10 of Pentacles, talk about family. They're getting this. They're gonna get the truth. They're gonna put the funding into the justice, which I got in the reverse. May not be. Oh my God, the justice in reverse does talk about something. May not be on there. May not be good on. May not be good in his favor, possibly. But they spend a lot of money on it, or they're getting their funds up, or could be GoFundMe. We got the Temperance in reverse. And this talk about something where it was just imbalanced. Could he been drinking? So, could he been drinking? They're kids. A lot of things could have been happening. Got the Hermit in reverse, saying this is giving me a depression, being depressed. So this is more so like isolating. Then I got the 3 of Swords in reverse. This is like want to move on and wants to recover because of their feelings. They have lost their way. Then I got the Hangman in reverse. I'm sorry, Hangman upright. Sorry. This is a person who wants to surrender. Now this tells me several things. What was in his energy? His energy could be that he had a lot going on with himself. This talk about relationships, bad relationships, issues, but trying to enjoy yourself, but couldn't. because your personal feelings. Also, this could go into another phase too, where I see that I got a 10 of Swords in the end of my deck. This does talk about betrayals. Someone is holding on something and they know what happened. Okay, I got the 10 of Swords, the Death in reverse. All right. Then I have, this is the thing that I don't like to read up on. So the energy I'm picking up right now is pretty much that could possibly be some type of, it could possibly be some type of foul play. This could have been, this could do something with conflict with others. That was an argument. There was some argument. But somebody is not talking, and there was some jealousy. But they're gonna get to the bottom of it. But somebody is keeping. And they're trying to hold on to information that they know they have. They know what happened. And this is the thing about it, though, and I don't like to give this type of prediction. But what I feel like, energy-wise, that there were conversations. You know, you left the, I don't know, was it a beach? Was it a Gulf of, or a lake or something from off of the coast of Mississippi? They was out there celebrating the 4th of July. All I'm getting was there was some conflicts. There was some, it's just too many emotions. So, Knight of Cups in reverse. I want to put more. That was a person who was very much was in their feelings about the situation. Jealousy, hate, all into this energy. Well, it was energy. I went on too long with this. The friends know what happened. They're just not gonna say. There's someone protecting something, and they don't wanna say nothing. But I do feel like the Justice is in reverse. And it may be, again, it just may speak of, it wouldn't surprise me when they say it's gonna possibly be a freak like an accident. It's a possibility they're gonna try to throw that in there. But hey, I usually don't do readings like this, so it's giving me, yes, that's a possibility of someone harming him. And I do see a bunch of betrayals. So there was conflict. There was some fight. But I didn't see, it's like a conflict, like, but it looked like it between two people. This is the reading on Nolan Xavier Wells. I went on too far with this. Please don't be afraid to hit the like button. Until then, please have a wonderful, blessed day and night. Peace.